What's up, guys? Back again today. Next little mod I'm gonna do here to the bike, Sur Ron X. Got some goodies from Dirty Bike. I got the extended fender and the extended mud flap for bikes with the rise kit on it. As you may have seen in my last video, I just put the Luna rise kit on this one, and I'm loving it so far. So yeah, I'm gonna get these installed. It's a little tricky getting the rivets out of the side of this seat, so I'm gonna do that off camera, and I'll be back to you once I get this thing on and see how it looks. All right. All right, I got everything out of the packaging here. As expected, you got directions. Everything looks pretty straightforward and easy. Guess whatever bolt you're gonna need for the mud flap. Quality-wise, can't say I complain. I mean, it's a solid unit. I think it's gonna look a lot better on the back of the bike than this little stubby midget here. To keep the rain off my back. I don't get in too much mud, but in the event I do, I don't want to have to, clean my book bag and stuff. Outside of this seat, I'm gonna get that taken care of soon. But yeah, I think it'll look a lot better, in my opinion. We'll see. Mud flap is a mud flap. Good thick rubber. I think it'll do good. Although I see this here, that might not be good. What's up, Dirty Bikes? Alright, shouldn't bother too much though. We'll see what happens. And got a cool little sticker too. I'm gonna find a home on my laptop somewhere. Yep. So I'm gonna get busy getting these rivets out of the bottom of this seat cover. That's pretty much the only hard part about this. Yeah, I'll be back. Holla. So it probably wasn't the best idea to do this on this carpet here. These are the little plastic rivets you gotta get out of the side of the thing. It's actually not as hard as I thought, but they tend to fling wildly. And I just lost one of them, but it shouldn't be that big of an issue. I'm just using a run-of-the-mill old crappy steak knife getting them out. You got 1, 2, 3, then there's one right there up at the top, and there's another one on the inside up at the top. Now I'm about to get these other 3 out and get this one out, and the cover should fall and the bolt should be right up under there. So I'll be back when I finish. Hopefully I find this rivet somewhere around here. Anyways, all right. After successfully losing another one of those things, I think it flew up under the seat somewhere, so I'm probably gonna find it once I get this thing off. Once you get this little cover off right here, it's just 4 bolts. Boom, boom, in and out. And you'll have the seat off. And then I gotta read the directions on how to put the actual fender on. I took my license plate off. I thought that thing was kind of cheesy. Just FYI. And I think I'm about to take my dashboard off too. Just my preference. Okay, we got all the bolts out of the bottom here. Seat is off. Hold on here. Oh, God darn it. Oh, it is off. Damn screws are stuck. Hold on. Straight up. Come on, man. Stop being difficult. 1 second. There we go. All right, my bad. Technical difficulty there. It was stuck on this little thing back here. But as you can see, those 4 bolts come out, come straight off. The fender, as you can see, I'm gonna pull this off. These holes are gonna go straight right back in there, just like before, just with the extender fender. One thing to note, one thing I didn't hit on, when you are getting those rivets out of the cover on the bottom, there's actually 2 pieces. So when you're doing it, you're gonna pop it out. You're gonna see this little pin, but there's also this piece that's in the hole. You got to get that out also. Just FYI, in case you're planning on changing your seat or your fender or what have you. But yeah, while I've got this all pulled apart, I'm gonna go ahead and install the mud flap, just so I don't have to go through all this again. Well, wouldn't have to go through it again, but it's just easier to get to those screws on the back of the light, because I believe this bottom part goes straight in right here. So I guess that other hole is pretty useless anyway. And the top screws into 2 bolts right here on the back of your tail light. Bing, bing. So that'll be pretty quick. Yep, so I'm gonna get everything buttoned up, put back together, and we'll see the finished product soon enough. Holla. Alright guys, got everything buttoned up here. I'm liking that fender work there. Yes, sir. Got the mud flap on there. Probably remember earlier in the video talking about this hole that was kind of broken. Yeah, well, Mr. Don't Read the Directions, I found out once I got it on, once I realized I put the top on backwards, that hole is actually to allow your brake line to run through, but it's all good. Won't be touching that again tonight. Probably fix it when I replace the seat. Otherwise, man, I'm loving the fender, man. It's giving me the extra length. It, you know, looks a little more gnarly, I guess. Mud flap should keep my rear shock and everything clean up in here. Don't have water running up all in my stuff. So yeah, man, I like it, man. Dirty Bikes, I think he did a pretty good job. The fitment on the mud flap, especially on those bottoms, that was a little tricky, because it's like straight across and it's like kind of curved there, so you kind of gotta like form the rubber. I didn't have enough clearance or space to get the washer on the right side on the bottom. I'll try again tomorrow. I was just getting frustrated and tired, so whatever. But otherwise, man, I really appreciate it, man. I like the product. Got my bike looking good. All right, man, that's a wrap. I think I'm done messing with this bike for today. Holla.